I've always hated the doctor's waiting room, and I always hate it because you gotta wait there so long. And they give you magazines, but they don't really give you any guys' magazines, like a Sports Illustrated or a gaming magazine. And the last time I was there, the only thing they had left was a Cosmo. And apparently, I do put work before men. I was feeling sick a while back, but luckily now there's this website called WebMD.com, and if you've ever been to it, it's an amazing site because you type in your symptoms to WebMD.com, and it tells you what you have and how to cure it. So I typed in my symptoms to WebMD.com. It said I was a hypochondriac. Hypochondriac? Oh. I googled the word Google, it said, get a life. At the college I go to, they were having a blood drive, and I wanted to donate some blood, but they wouldn't let me for stupid reasons. My age, my weight, the fact that it wasn't mine. The college I go to puts took you a while, didn't it? The college I go to puts a lot of emphasis on in-demand careers, biotech, computers, business, that kind of thing. And this is a true statistic. In the past 5 years, piracy has gone up 300%. So, with the recent financial troubles in Detroit, my college is now offering a bachelor's in buccaneering. I know, but it is not easy. In your first semester, you have to take Pillaging 102, Swashbuckling 113, Walking with a Peg Leg 133, and ye be warned that half the questions on Professor Blackbeard's final in deciphering treasure maps, I'm like, shiver me timbers. He did not talk about this in the lecture. I know. But remember, before you can enroll, you have to get your shots for scurvy. My favorite movies of all time have to be the Star Wars movies, and I love Revenge of the Sith, even though there is one plot hole that I'm just geeky enough to point out to you. And it's this one scene, and it's really cliche, and like every sci-fi movie's done this. And it's this one scene where you got the good guy, and he's in his space fighter, and then you got a bad guy right behind him, and the good guy's calling for backup. Luke, there's a guy right behind me, I can't shake him. Now, in most sci-fi movies, they're thousands of years more advanced than us. And they can't think of throwing a gun on the back of the ship. I mean, it's like, Luke, there's a guy right behind me. Yeah, we'll call marketing. And you know what? Call the Pentagon for that matter. Why can't we have a missile on the back of an F-22? I mean, come on, at least throw a slingshot back there. I'm no physics genius, but you take a pebble this big going Mach 2, it'll do some damage. I've always admitted to being a geek, and and I have a lot of really geeky friends. And the one thing about geeky friends, my friends laughing. They know it. They'll ask you the most amazing philosophical questions in the most useless of scenarios. Right? True story. All right. 2 a.m. last night, my friend called me up. Hey dude, if you choke a Smurf, what color does he turn? Because like he's already blue. Does he turn normal person color or what? It's like a big. It's an amazing question.
Jeremy.
I don't know.
Jeremy, was that you?
I've been dating a girl like 2 weeks now. Sorry, fellas. Yeah. I'm gonna keep doing the gay jokes so it's funny, alright? No. But seriously. But seriously, I've been dating a girl like 2 weeks now. And it's kind of weird because we both go to the same college, and we both went to the same high school. But we never really hung out in high school because she was more part of the uptown girl clique, and I was more part of the geeky losers wanted by the FBI for releasing other people's blood groups, so it's kind of mixed relationship. I've always hated the airport, and I've always hated the airport because I'm a comic, I like to make jokes, and an airport is a place you're supposed to be serious. And I can understand that, but Detroit Metro is just taking the next step and just being a buzzkill by putting a big paper sign up right before security that says, "Security is a serious business, no jokes." So I'm like, alright, no jokes. But what about Riddle? So I'm going to the guy scanning me down or whatever, and I say, okay, what am I bringing with me? That's dangerous, destructive, okay, and at this point it has a very short fuse. And the guy looks at me and says, "Yeah, I hate traveling with my mom too." Yeah, my mom's crazy. And my mom's crazy, my aunt is out of her mind, alright? This is a true story. We're at a TGI Fridays or Chili's or someplace like that, and she's ragging on my little cousin for his posture. Like anybody even cares about that anymore? And she says, you have horrible shoulders. That's because they're being destroyed by your horrible posture. Look at Mark, he has big, broad shoulders. That's because he has excellent posture. And I was kind of embarrassed because they're implants. I know, and I walked on stage and saw I off my shoulders. Hey, I'm up here, alright? I'm not just a piece of meat you can Google at. I was watching this thing on CNN a while back, and I don't know, one of the guys was doing an expose on drug use in American high schools. And they say the good news is the amount of illegal drugs being bought by 13 to 17-year-olds is plummeting. But the overall amount of drugs they're doing is staying the same, and they didn't get what was going on. So they did some research. You know what they found out when these kids are getting their drugs nowadays? Their parents' medicine cabinets. They're stealing their parents' prescription drugs. And I don't really think that's fair because my parents aren't depressed or anything. They're just old. What am I supposed to do? Hey guys, my blood's so thin right now. It's an amazing joke, I know. I have always hated crossing the border from the U.S. to Canada. So me and my friends, when we go, we try to make a game out of it. We bet on how many questions the customs agent is going to ask us. And in my experience, it's usually like 2 or 3 questions. You know, what's your citizenship? How long are you going to be in Canada? Stuff like that. But the last time I crossed the border, the guy asked me 16 questions. Man, I've been asked less questions on a first date. And they're BS questions. Questions he doesn't need to be asking. Questions he could figure out by himself. Let me grab out my paintbrush and paint you a little picture here, alright? I'm 19. My 3 friends in the car with me are 19. We show the guys our ID. It says we're 19, and the guys have managed to ask, "What are you doing in Canada?" Shut up. First we were going to go paint some churches. Then we were going to go war 1812 battle site. But every time we do that, this nightclub comes out of nowhere. And the American agents are even worse when you're coming back. Because they'll be like, "Are you bringing any citrus over the border?" Citrus? Yeah, because that's what I go to Canada for. Lip smacking delicious orange juice.